Hi everybody, I hope you all don't mind. Again, I'm doing a bonus video tonight that I feel very led to do, and it's about emergency funds. I know we've talking about this subject, but the question that's been going around is, what do you do if you run out of emergency fund? And Lydia Shawn, who I adore, and I'm going to link her below, a wonderful channel, a very sweet and encouraging person, did a great video on emergency funds. I wanted to also do this, and I want to call other budget video out there, budget channels out there, if they would like to do this as well. Is a big question going around is, if you have an emergency fund and you keep running into emergencies, what do you do? Let's get started. First of all, what is an emergency to one person and another person may be two different things. For example, an emergency to me would be maybe your water heater going out and you have no water in the house, or your car's not working and you need to get to work. Those kind of things are emergency. An emergency to me is not my dishwasher broke, but everyone has a different definition of an emergency. First of all, we've all had times in our life where we just keep hitting that emergency fund. But what happens if Murphy keeps happening to you? You have no money left in your emergency fund because you wiped it out and another emergency happens. What do? I'm going to give you my ideas, and at the end I'd love to hear your ideas, and if any of you that have your own budget channels would like to do a collab on this, I know that you have additional ideas on top of what I'm going to say, and the more ideas we all have, the better. So let's get started. Number one, the first thing you could do if you have an emergency, like let's just say you really need a new tire and you have no cash to buy it. You could sell something in your house quick to get the cash. Or you could go and donate plasma and get some cash. Those would be a couple things. Number two, you could barter for it. An example, let's say you're really good at working on computers, but you don't know how to work on your car. You might do some computer work for someone, and they might be able to do some work on your vehicle in exchange for it. People used to barter all the time when people knew their neighbors better. You don't hear about that happening as much, but think about all the skills you can offer, and maybe if you could get that service, whatever that emergency is, for free. So it's something to think about. Number three, is there any way that you could wait on it? And there's sometimes you might not be able to. Example, let's say you have two toilets in your house, and one of them there's some kind of issue with the water line in that toilet. Is it possible, and let's say it's going to cost a few $100s to get it fixed, is it possible that you could use the other bathroom until you get it resolved? Can you wait on it? Sometimes you can't wait on an emergency and you've got to get it fixed. Number four, cut out any unnecessary spending so that you can free up some cash. Number five, pick up some kind of quick side gig or job, and a lot of times they'll mention them. Sometimes you can find them on Craigslist. Maybe you could, do some babysitting, anything where you can try to think of ways to get some quick cash. Do a garage sale, anything. There's lots of things, if you really think about it, that you could do. Last but not least, I know this is not preferred by all the debt-free people out there, but you could maybe pay it out. I know that's not the preferred method, but let me just give an example. Let's say you've wiped out your savings for all sorts of emergencies. You work from home and your computer dies and goes bye-bye and there's no repairing it. And you had a storm and you need a new computer. We'll say the one that you need on sale is $900. Well, you could do like a 6 months no interest and pay it out. I know it's not ideal, but that is an option. So those are all the options that I have come up with to pay for emergencies. And these are just some ideas. I know there's got to be others. If you have no emergency fund, or if you've used it all up, an emergency happens, what do? I want to hear from you, members, and I'd love to hear from some of you other people that have your own budgeting channels. I'd love to hear your ideas. Thank you all for watching. Tomorrow I'm going to do a video called Power Hour, and I'll explain more about it then. Thanks everybody for watching. Love you. Bye.